Nice throw break, important. Gonna go in, take the momentum back, beautifully jabs him out of his heat.
Good patience.
We gotta take the mix-up, gotta take another mix-up, gotta take another mix-up, gotta take another mix-up. Hold it, boy. Oh, okay, now it's his turn. He can play now.
And the Sonic Bang, get out of the pressure. Floor blast to the way.
Salut les gars, comment ça va? C'est Fireblade. Mon voyage en Allemagne, le crossover, c'était un tournoi, un Tekken World Tour Challenger il me semble, contre un Yoshi. Et je perds ce match contre ce Yoshi directement en loser parce que je n'ai pas travaillé Yoshi, désolé les gars, j'ai beaucoup de persos à apprendre encore. Mais je remonte les losers, je monte et jusqu'à Madara. Madara, un joueur allemand qui joue Léo maintenant, et pareil, je connais pas bien Léo, donc il me bat, et je finis du coup 13ème, voilà, 13ème sur 257, quelque chose comme ça, voilà. Donc du coup, voilà, c'était intéressant, donc sur la vidéo, vous allez voir juste le stream auquel j'ai battu un Steve en loser, c'était assez rapide, il était pas mauvais, hein, mais bon, je connais bien Steve maintenant, donc voilà. Ah, ben, merci les gars, vous pouvez continuez à me follow sur Twitch, sur Twitter, sur Instagram et TikTok. Voilà. Merci les gars. Ciao, ciao.
So yeah, I mean, it's good that you don't have the pressure. Now I can chill, you know.
Yeah, true.
The pressure of performing is gone. I can chill, I can enjoy, and I can talk with you about the game.
That's fantastic. Well, we already got our first game going. We got Noe, as I believe, on Steve, and the other one is Fireblade, right?
Very well-known French player.
Yes.
And this is, I think, a qualification match for top 32.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Well, in that case, steak is on the table. Who's gonna eat it?
And it is loser bracket, so loser is out. Last chance.
All right. Fireblade going in with the first blood, but eats the first combo as well. So, what you thinking about all the chip damage?
Oh, the chip damage. I think, personally, those two characters are not too reliant on chip damage, so we can enjoy the real Tekken. But I think I've got used to it now. As you can see, we don't see too much chip damage. We see regular pokings.
Yeah, true.
We see Nui being enraged and trying to
wonderful punish. First match going to Jin. Beautifully done.
Okay, one round to Fireblade.
All right, good reaction. Blocks it. Wonderful counter throw. Takes him over all the way to Alaska.
Nice combo forward for counted. Gets him to the wall. Unfortunately, drops the combo.
Yes, but has the punch parry ready, which is a really good tool against Steve after all.
Nice.
Okay. That was an interesting house out of the Zen stance.
Good.
Oh, no way! I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, you can parry hit bursts now, man. You can parry hit bursts.
Damn.
He's using the parry very well. Usually when you see Jin players, they use the back 2+4 parry a lot. But now he's using the Sabaki very well right here.
Which is, well, against Steve, it's one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, definitely.
Guy really has to change up his timing due to the parry out. He has nothing but punches.
Exactly. Good punish right here, gets to the wall. That's probably it. And that was a quick first match for Fireblade.
No round brown. Well, Noe really gotta adjust here. You gotta use maybe more grabs so he can work around the parry, maybe change his timing, walk around it, because those parries were really doing the work. Yeah. Chipping away his life.
Especially in this game, since parries, if you throw a parry, the throw is unbreakable, you know?
Yes.
It's not even less of input. You have no time to break it. So that is really a good strat here for Noe. But let's see how he changes up.
Well, he didn't really take any time thinking. He instantly went to the next stage, which has to be random select. And it's a beautiful stage. I like the stage. Let's go.
Yeah, it's very sick. We'll have the floor blast in the last round. We see Noe blocking those zone 2s all the time, man.
Yeah.
His reactions are on point.
He is ready for those. Oh, unfortunate counter trade for Noe. Doesn't get anything out of it, but still has a lively. What's he going to do? Went under the high kick. Beautifully done. Wonderful block. Noe's look really strong right now. He caught himself.
He didn't need to think a lot. He knows I'm going to go back and win that round. Nice defense.
Sir. Oh, my lord. Wonderfully punished.
His defense is definitely on point right now. You can see he has experience in that matchup.
Definitely. I think one of his training partners is actually a Jin main, so that could be the reason for it.
Oh.
All right, wonderfully jabbed out.
both and a nice low parry.
Important low parry. Is that going to go to the wall? Most likely not due to the instant tornado. He doesn't have that much carry. No, it does not reach.
Uses the heat burst and the nice
Brother,
punish.
what is he looking? He was picking up pennies with that dick jab.
Okay, 1 round each. Good duck on the throw, no punish, a bit too late.
Oh, went under the throw. Then you gotta punish that. Unfortunately, no launch. He doesn't have one. Steve really got nerfed with his back two no longer launching either.
And another down two. Such a good move against Steve as well. High crushing, almost homing, catches the sways, counter it launch. Why not, man?
And you know, I really like that Fireblade doesn't care that Nui is reacting to him. He's saying, dude, I'm using them as a counter tool. The way you're supposed to use it, I will keep using them and they will hit because they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, as you said, another counter.
Exactly. Because even though if he blocks them, the risk reward is not that high for Fireblade, right? He just takes a small punish, but the reward on the counter is huge.
Exactly. You can definitely see the matchup is, I think, Jin favored with the Sabaki, with the down two, and another one. That's one of the main points in this game that cost Noe the rounds.
Oh,
Tries to go
nice
for the
throw
push,
break,
right?
important. Gonna go in, take the momentum back beautifully, jabs him out of his heat.
Good
Oh,
patience.
we gotta take the mix-up, gotta take another mix-up, gotta take another mix-up, gotta take another mix-up. Hold it, boy. Oh, okay, now it's his turn. He can play now.
And the Sonic Bang, get out of the pressure. Floor Blast still available. And the down
Takes it.
4 to clutch it out. 2-0 to Fireblade, which makes him go into top 32, which we will see later on.
Nui can't believe it. He's a little bit flustered, I would say. It was looking really good in the second game at the beginning. He was going in, he got him good. It was looking so strong. The defense, he looked untouchable for a second there. But Fireblade just kept on persisting. He just changed his timing a little bit with the down two, said catch this claw, catch another one. But the last bubble was actually ridiculous. Did you see how many mix-up he had to hold before he could press a button again?
He pressured him so much. He kept on pressuring him with the dive kicks, with the heat smash, with running 3. He was just constantly plus. And even though, you know, Steve is a good character against those kinds of plus strengths with his back one, you're still kind of hesitant because you don't want to risk like a Magic 4
Yeah,
with Jin. You don't want to risk a forward 4, which could have ended the whole round, hence the whole match on set. So he had to be cautious there. And we saw Fireblade using that kind of pressure only in the last round where it really mattered, where Noe needed to be scared.
That's true. Where he could just toss everything out, even if he gets launched somehow, he would just think to himself, well, it doesn't matter. I got such big of a life lead. You could argue good. The momentum base in Tekken 8 is really huge.
It's really huge, man.
So if you lose the momentum, it could really quickly shift. But another important thing, or really interesting thing about Steve in Tekken 8, I noticed, is that his playstyle changed a lot with this back swaying stance. A lot of people playing more on the defensive side now. A lot of people go more like over here, and then they just give you that uppercut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in Tekken 7, I mean, he was very counter based. I mean, he still has his back one, but like moves like his down for 2 got changed so much that it's not a counter launch anymore. This is was one of his most vital moves to use in neutral.
Yeah.
Now I feel like this get over here tool is used as a compensate for it because you can actually get out of pressure, a tool which down for 2 was before.
Yes.
Now you can use it to whiff punish opponents, which you were not able to do before. And yeah, I think the problem here was though that Jin has very high reaching moves. Even though Steve can jump back, you know, one of Jin's most famous moves or General Mishima move is FF2.
That is the Mishima gaming, bro.
In this game, we have Jin FF2, Kazuya got an FF2 the first time, we have Reina, and we now have Lydia. We basically have Lee with his FF3 as well. And those kind of moves are really good to catch like the backswing from, or like the back cancel from Steve, you know?
Absolutely right. And I can't wait for Hayachi to come back and also FF2 the shit out of people.
Man, you know, I played with HK Jr. a lot, and the old FF2 was annoying enough. I rather hope they give him like that kind of FF2 than his previous FF2.
Oh yeah, you're right. But imagine that FF2, but with heat engage and all that kind of shit and still launches. How about that?
Oh, you're right. But rather one launch per round than a launch all the time.
Okay, I get it.
Are you hyped for Heihachi?
The what?
Are you hyped for Heihachi?
I actually...
全てを終わらせる。だ